Hello there! It's been a while since I've done a new video, like sat down and recorded a new video. I'm gonna do a makeup tutorial today. I've decided to do a day to night look using all drugstore products. I've been wanting to do a drugstore makeup tutorial forever, and just because there's so many amazing products at the drugstore, and I always like to show you guys that it does not matter your budget, you can still look amazing. You just have to know how to use the products and sort of which products to pick out and everything else. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started on this tutorial. I haven't decided yet if I'm just gonna do like a get ready with me and just talk through it, or if I'm just gonna listen to music in the background and do a voiceover. So let's see. I think I'll probably do a little bit of both. I've already moisturized my skin, and just to brighten it up and to add a natural glow, I added the Glotion Day Dew by Pixi. This is a brightening lotion, and it just gives you a really natural glow. I've really been loving Pixi products. I love their skincare products so much, and if you're looking for a great skincare line at the drugstore, I definitely recommend Pixi. The look that we're going to do today is actually a peachy glowy look. Since peach is all the rave, here's an affordable version of a peachy look. To prime my face, I'm gonna use L'Oreal's Revitalift Miracle Blur. This is an instant skin softener. If you have pores, this is gonna be great for you. I love to use this around this area because this is usually where I have larger pores, and it's just gonna smooth out your skin. It's like Photoshop for your skin. I absolutely love it. Been using this for a minute. For foundation, I'm going to use one of my favorite foundations. You guys probably already know what foundation it is. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, but today I'm going to mix it with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. It's a nice little combo of these two together. If you guys want a more in-depth review of these two foundations, I do have a video on my channel. I'm going to put the link somewhere up here so you guys can go ahead and check it out. So I just put on a very decent amount, not too much. Also, I take really good care of my skin, so I can get away with using a lighter amount of foundation because I take good care of my skin. I know on YouTube you see a lot of product reviews, you see a lot of people talking about amazing foundations, but if you're not taking care of your skin, it doesn't matter how expensive or how affordable or how amazing or how blurring or how much full coverage that foundation has, your makeup is not gonna look good, and neither is your skin. So please take care of your skin. If you want details on how to create your own skincare routine for the daytime and the evening, I got a video for that too. So I will put the link up here so you guys can check it out. I'm going to use my favorite concealer from the drugstore. This is the Maybelline Master Conceal by Face Studio Camouflaging Concealer. Obsessed with this concealer. You guys have probably heard me rave about it before. It's very comparable to the MAC Pro Longwear Pro Finish. I can't remember the name of it. It's too long. It's amazing. Really love this stuff. And using one concealer, 1 to 2 shades darker than your normal skin tone. Don't get crazy and do like 3 or 4 or 5. And also, if the concealer is full coverage, like don't cake it on. Don't cake on the concealer under your eye because it just accentuates. How do you say that word? Accentuates bilingual problems. It just draws more attention to the under eye area, which you don't want. Okay, now to set my under eye, I'm gonna use the Maybelline Master Fix Setting and Perfecting Loose Powder, but then I also have this one from e.l.f., which is for the under eye. So I don't know, I'm actually really scared to use both of these powders because I personally do not like setting powders from the drugstore. Like, I'd rather you just spend the extra dollars and get yourself the Laura Mercier setting powder, or if you have even more dollars to spend, the YSL setting powder, which is my absolute favorite. I don't really trust drugstore setting powders, especially if they're white, because that flashback is no joke. If you guys have a favorite setting powder from the drugstore that you like to set your under eyes or even to bake with, let me know. I do not recommend baking with these powders. I repeat, I do not recommend baking with these powders because you are going to get flashback and it is not cute. Ay, Dios mío. I'm nervous. Okay. I'm really nervous. You know what? I'm gonna use the e.l.f. one. Let's give e.l.f. a shot. Do not bake, just set the under eye. Please, Lord, don't give me no flashback. See, I tried. I tried, guys. I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay, guys, I tried, but I ugh, I do not like the way that my under eye looks. So I'm just gonna use my YSL one. I'm sorry, I know this is a drugstore look, but I can't do this. I need to bake under my eyes. I just need to bake under my eye. Just because my under eye area is like one of the areas for concern for me because of my dark circles. So if I went through all that trouble to put concealer on and then I don't set it properly, then what was the point of that? Whew, I feel so much better now. Okay. The entire inspiration from these looks came from L'Oreal. They sent me this Infallible Paints package earlier this week. Their entire Infallible Paints collection, which consisted of 14 lipsticks. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen me, I swatched these on my Insta stories. They have a blush palette, some eyeliners, and some eyeshadows, like dual-ended eyeshadows. So I love the colors in here, so I was like, oh my god, this would be great to do a peachy drugstore makeup tutorial, but then I also want to do like a spring and colorful makeup tutorial, so I'm just gonna do a 2-in-1. I really love these colors from the packaging. I love the neutral tones. I love how golden and peachy they are, so I thought they would be perfect. I'll have the name of the colors listed below so that you guys can see, but these are the colors that I'm gonna use today on my eyes. As a base, I'm just gonna use this NYX jumbo eye pencil in milk so the color can really pop. So this whole time I thought I was recording and I was not, so I'm sorry. I basically use a combination of these two colors at the top, and it's called Cool Ivory and then Nude Sunset. So I use these two colors on my lid, and then just on the ends of my eyes I put Sunset Fire. I put the orange one just on the edge to add a little bit of color, but I'm gonna go back in with Nude Sunset and I'm gonna apply some of that on my lid since some of the color kind of came off. And that's really it. I really love how creamy these colors are. They're easy to blend out. You just have to make sure that you get a nice even coverage so that it doesn't look patchy. And I think these are great for when you're on the go, like those days that you wake up super late to work and you don't have time to do your makeup and you have to do it on the train. Been there, done that. These are good to kind of keep in your makeup bag for when you want to look like a decent human being but you ain't got the time. To define the eyes a little bit more, I'm just going to use the contour color from the Maybelline Master Contour Palette. I'm actually going to use this to contour my face as well. I'm going to take that brown, apply it on my crease for a little bit more definition. And if you guys want to intensify the colors, you can always just add like your favorite shadow on top. I'm not going to do that because I'm trying to keep this look kind of simple. But like if you want to make this pop, just add like your favorite shimmery nudie color on top. Okay, so the trick to putting this on is kind of like patting it on and not really dragging it, because if you drag it, it just drags the color and it doesn't really lay it down. So how are you guys? Long time no see. Can you like leave me a comment and let me know what you're doing right now? Like, are you watching this video and you're supposed to be doing homework? Are you watching this video on the toilet? I know a lot of us are guilty of that. Are you watching this video on the bus? Are you watching this video at home, cuddled up with your boo or your dog? Hey dog moms, what up? Oh, I like that. Okay. Might have to layer the product on a few times, but you'll get it, I promise. For eyebrows, I'm going to use the CIRCA Face Framing Brow Pencil in Brunettes. I need to try that new L'Oreal brow pencil that everyone's been raving about, but every time I go to the drugstore, it's never there. Because I heard it's very similar to the Anastasia one, and I love the Anastasia brow wigs, but I stopped buying it because I was getting real pissed off because I was going through them so much. But I love how precise they are, and the color as well. And I'm just gonna blend out the color with the spoolie. You know what brow gel I love from the drugstore, but it's not really a brow gel? The Maybelline Mascara in Clear. I love using that as a brow gel. Like, you know what I'm talking about, the Maybelline like iconic mascara. And then I just want to take like a very nude matte color to highlight under the brow bone. So I'm gonna take the Maybelline the Nudes palette, and I'm just gonna take like this kind of bone color and just sweep that under the brow bone. All right guys, so I went ahead and added mascara. You guys know that I love to mix my mascara, so I use the L'Oreal Voluminous Superstar, the waterproof one. I prefer this one over the red, and I like it because of the primer that it has. And then I use the Jordana Best Lash Extreme. This is probably my all-time favorite drugstore mascara. It's always sold out because it's amazing. So whenever I go to the drugstore and I see that it's there, and if there's more than one, I always kind of take whatever's left. So sorry if you guys are trying to find this in the drugstore and you can't find it, because I'm always taking them. I went ahead and also added that contour color to the bottom of my lash line and just put a little tiny bit of mascara. And now I'm going to go ahead and contour my face using the same palette. And as always, blend out the harsh lines. For a natural, beautiful glow, I'm going to use my favorite blush at the drugstore. Favorite blush of all time, Milani Luminoso. This blush looks gorgeous on everybody. And it's like a nice peachy, glowy blush. And I love it because it just makes you look so dewy and glowy and natural. Quick nose contour. This is a fan brush from e.l.f. I just go back into that matte color that I use for contouring, tap off the excess, and run it down the bridge of my nose into my eyebrows. This is how to snatch your nose in 3 seconds 101. Blend out any harsh line. For highlighter, I'm going to use the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. This is another great brand that I love from the drugstore, Essence. If you guys haven't heard of them, definitely check them out. They're sold at Target and at Harmon's, and I think those are like the only places. It's just a very like real innocent highlight, you know? You can definitely layer it for like more like of a oomph. But this is just like a really pretty every single day type of highlight. Of mixing highlights, so I'm also going to use this e.l.f. illuminating palette, and I'm just going to take like this peachy highlight right here. You see it's right here, and I'm just gonna, it's a little chalky, so you know, be careful with that. I'm just gonna add it on top. You guys know I love a good inner corner highlight, so I'm going to take the Cool Ivory, and I'm gonna take that super white type of shadow, put it on a brush here. For lips, we're gonna use the L'Oreal Infallible paints, and this is the color 314. It's called Spicy Blush, and I just wanted to keep a very nude lip because of course this is more of a daytime look. I really love these lip paints. It's like L'Oreal lipsticks in a tube. I know that doesn't make any sense, but if you wear a lot of L'Oreal lipsticks, you'll feel me. This color actually reminds me of one of my favorite L'Oreal lipsticks. It's called Ferris Nude, except this is a little bit more on the pinky side. But if you're looking for a good nude lipstick from the drugstore, try L'Oreal Ferris Nude. Last but not least, I'm gonna lock and set everything in with Pixie's Glow Mist. I'm obsessed with this stuff. As you can see, I need to re-up, and I love using face mist, especially when I've used a lot of powders, because once you mist your face, what happens is the spray really helps in locking those powders, and your skin just looks very natural, very glowy, very dewy on its own. A lot of times I see people use a lot of powder highlights, and then the powder just kind of sits on top of their skin, and their skin looks very cakey and powdery. So you always want to use a face mist, especially if you've used a lot of powders, like blushes and highlighters and stuff on your skin. So, oh my god, I'm kind of realizing that my winter foundation is actually too dark for me right now. This is crazy. This is probably the palest I've been ever. Like, look how light my neck is compared to my face. And this is my winter foundation. Like, what? I need a tan. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my hair, and then I'll be back to show you the final daytime look, and then we're gonna go in super quick into the nighttime look. I'll be back. Hair is done, makeup is on, changed my top, and I just love the way that this makeup came out. It's very peachy, it's very glowy. As you know, peach is all the rave right now, so this is a great affordable look. It's a great everyday makeup look. This is great for vacation if you just want to look very natural and glowy. But let's take things up a notch and let's turn this into a nighttime look. And I'm back. Okay, so for this night look, we're just gonna play with color. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Infallible Paints liquid eyeliner in electric blue, and I'm going to do a cat eye with this blue liner. Now, if one of your wings came out better than the other, it's okay. Just take a angled brush and we're just gonna clean it up. I'm just gonna take your beauty blender. It's almost like an eraser. Clean that line out. Now you can keep the look like this, or you could take things up a notch by adding some lashes and a pop of color. Alright guys, this is the finished look. You have your bold wing liner and a bold lip, and I love this color combo. I know to some of you guys it might look very 80s, but this color combo works because it's a pop of color, but then everything else is very neutral. So if you've ever wanted to experiment with color, I highly recommend the L'Oreal Infallible Paints line. The pigmentation is amazing. I love the wing liner. I love the felt tip. It was so colorful, and this is just a great way to change up your makeup look on a budget. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure that you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.